14 around USA. I am your commentator Tay0, and I'm joined by Nexus Aspect.
Hello.
And if you're wondering, this is not your commentary I do for the last 2 rounds. I believe we're just here as reserve commentators. As you may know, Brandon Glover has won the championship. So, oh God, excuse me. The only thing up for grabs now is constructors. And we have 2 Williams and we have 1 Williams, and no, for God's sake, 2 Mercs and 1 Williams. And Williams are currently in the constructors. I don't know, like, by, I'm not sure it's less than 100, that's all I know. So it's still possible, but the other Williams missing tonight, that could play a very big role in the constructors. As we have
2 Ferraris getting out first.
Yes, indeed.
Could be a bit of strategy that they went out at that time, maybe.
We'll see. You can do ultras around here, but that's completely up to you. It depends how you are on timer. I can do ultras personally, but
yeah, we have Wesley on ultras right now.
I need to get the stream up on my tablet so I can see comments.
Two Force India is also very close to each other.
Yep.
Although,
hang
on. So he would give his teammate an advantage. Yeah, there we go. That would be a bit more strategical, maybe. For, I don't know if you want that.
Fucking hell, the viewers jump up.
Everyone out that part now, apart from Jamie, still in the garage, and there he's coming on the bits and us. Everyone's out on track now.
I just had to do something, so I'll be back. Now in a minute, I need to get the stream up. Hang on.
Cool. Yeah, people just coming around to start their laps. 2 Ferraris, of course, the first 2 to start the laps. We see Mercedes come around the final corner. I don't know if the stream actually sees it because, of course, Lee's not here, so he's not going to be able to switch through. But yeah, everyone's on their lap right now, apart from Legende and Jamie, who came out very late, which I'm not sure why, because he probably want 3 ones maybe instead of 2. I'm pretty sure it should be possible. I'm not sure. I don't usually go out for 3, but yeah. Jamie coming out a little bit late. Only one who's still in his lap, and Midnight pits in the first lap. He just goes out maybe for an installation lap or something in the Williams.
I am back. I didn't know what you do. Oh my God, excuse me. As we have the Force India of West New York.
And we have Rebel. Looks like he's spun in Sector 1 LRL Brett there.
Yes.
So he's gonna have to maybe pit, because I don't think those tires would be great, because you don't want too much wear on your softs. I don't think. I mean, you can still easily do one stop, but it would be better if the tires were in the best condition possible for the race start. So not great for Brett at the moment.
It's wide, but
and of course Mercedes set this lap first, as he was the first one out, and we should see CSB the very next person, his Ferrari teammate. It should have been Westy. We got involved. Not a great lap from CS at all. He must have spun or something, or maybe he was just preparing for a lap.
Eric Salma goes fastest. You have Jamie. No, you have Brandon Glover coming across the line. He is P2. That's why I'm more with Jamie Morris in the Sauber.
And we also have Zach around the final corner right now. See what lap he does in the second when he crosses the line.
I mean, if you guys are wondering,
33.5.
Zach is Sweeney's.
Very much off the pace at the moment.
If you guys are wondering,
The top guys.
If you guys are wondering, is Zach or is Sweeney's? I'm letting you guys know that.
Oh yeah. I maybe should call him Sweeney's. Make it easier.
As BJ is left, unfortunately, he can't do commentary tonight because he has a cold, so he has a cough, so that's why me and Kevin are here. As Jamie Morris, he goes second, but he's a bit way off Brandon and Eric. That's mainly because of the tyre difference, but let's watch it. Westy now coming to the end of another lap. There's a yellow flag, I don't know who that's from.
Yeah, that's for Zach in the second sector on this back straight. He seems to have spun or something.
I don't know. I think.
Yeah, he's stopped on track right now, in the middle of the track. That's very dangerous.
As we have Jordan, no, I thought it was some sweet lap. No, we have the. Here's one. I can't even tell one. I think midnight is about to start around.
S-Boy's on a lap. He's finishing it.
Let's go.
And he doesn't improve.
Midnight as their own Williams. Unfortunately, his teammate couldn't turn up for that and took his battle. His car work is very stable for the S section, even on the soft tires. His car work is very stable. It looks up for it.
Yep. And he doesn't look to have gotten any invalidations either. So he took that first sector very well.
I've seen more people struggle personally in that first sector, but so far he's done it very well. The yellow flag is sector 2, I do not know who that's for. I just have to do something.
Just maybe it's something to do with his ballast or his setup. Maybe that he's spinning in the first sector. Maybe he chose the wrong setup. I'm not sure, but he seems to be spinning quite a lot in the first sector. So
sorry about that, guys.
Could be something wrong with the setup or something there wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if he's losing it for, I mean, granted the first sector is very difficult, but he's lost on pretty much every occasion. We have midnight coming to the end of his lap. This hasn't looked a very stable lap from the lone Williams tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't take the best line through there, but doesn't get involved either. Doesn't look like he comes across the line now.
And
I
thought that would have been higher. I can't remember. As we have S-Boy missing the pit lane. It's okay, S-Boy. I do that sometimes. Shut up. I don't know who is on. Yeah, we have Brandon and Eric on the line. Let's ride on board with our F2 champion, Brandon.
Yeah, he's on his lap right now. Is he yellow flags in sector 3?
That is probably someone backing up. I will check. No, that is
and that's for Brett again.
Missing the pit lane. He's not having a good run of it tonight, is he? Yeah, let's ride him over with the champ. Brandon over. I've raced him a few times myself in this league. He is very quick in other leagues I've raced him. And in my opinion, from the race that I've seen, the race I've been in, it's not a Wagners pit out field. The pack is very close, but he is fought and this is why he's F2 champion. Will he go to F1 next season? I don't know. But he's ready to go on to
preparing for a lap now.
Yeah, that's what I'm moving him.
Doesn't get the best exit out of the final corner unless he has a way of doing it in which doesn't lose time. But yeah, coming into the first corner, braking, hits the apex pretty well there.
No, you don't want
now into the first sector with the S's. No invalidations at this point, looking very, very, very hooked up right now.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of not doing the best with the tires there. He has to
Eric has backed off his lap, so can Brandon get pole? I'll just check how he's doing in the first sector. He is up by a tenth, so he's on my good lap at the moment.
Yeah, and there's yellow flags in sector 2 and 3.
Don't know.
And that might have been for Will in the Force India, I'm not sure. Maybe missing pit lane. I can't see anyone else who would have been.
Brandon's sliding. Just gonna, the car's ahead with me to get out of his way. You know, it doesn't look
Yeah, I
like
think
much,
he's far
but
enough back though. I think he is a good enough gap. He shouldn't get.
But you can lose time.
The McLaren shouldn't interfere with the zap.
Once you're like this, maybe about this close to me, could lose time this one if I can.
Yeah, a little bit of dirty aim maybe, but it should be okay. And he doesn't improve.
No, he did improve.
Maybe he got invalidated there. I'm sure.
He did get invalidated. He did improve what he got wrong. It's Jamie Morris. I believe, yes, he's on.
And he switched to the ultras as well. He was on the softs in force. He set that time initially on the softs.
So what he can do, this is definitely a fourth lap. I don't think he'll be going into pit at the end of this. We will finish this lap. What can he do? Oh, he is coming to the pit.
And he does pit.
Oh my!
And he misses the pit lane like pretty much everyone else has. Which is
I know, I've seen. That's what I mean.
Becoming a trend. Very odd to miss the pit lane, but it seems like everyone's doing it.
Sport is on a lot now. And this team like Brandon and Coins are looking for that to get Mercedes the double.
And it goes a little bit wide, but that doesn't usually get you in invalidation.
Cross the line, P4.
And he goes fourth on softs as well. Very good lap from him. He goes quicker than Jamie's time on softs by just under a tenth.
Goes third, but he's ahead of people on the who set their laps on softs. CPI Silas
on
now.
supers as well. Yeah.
CPI Silas. What can he do? On the ultra softs, he'll be looking to maybe challenge the front two. That's very wide. That I think that is invalid. As for once, I think finally someone hasn't missed the pit lane. Missing the pit lane is becoming a very big trend for these guys.
Yep.
Who was on a lap?
Brett preparing for a lap, warming up his tires in the third sector.
You need to hook a lap together.
Yeah, he really does. He only has 5 minutes left to do it, so if he wasn't to pit now, then he would have to do it in the next lap or two, because if he does a lap now, I don't think he'll be able to get in quick enough. No, so this is all or nothing for Brett really right now.
And again, no, if he is struggling, he does get him down, he will have enough time to come back into the pit, and I believe he'll have enough time to come back into the pit. A new set.
I don't think so. It would be very, very marginal, I think.
It will be marginal, but I think he won't. But he hasn't spun off, so the car's looking a little bit more stable. Looking,
pretty hooked up for a sector. He goes a bit wide, potentially got invalidated. It is possible to get invalidated on that corner, but I don't think that would have warranted it.
I mean, it's F1 2018, so who knows?
He potentially got invalidated, but he seems to still be going for it.
Yeah, like I've said, I've said in this other league races, we're all on 2019, as I am pre-ordering the game this Thursday. So I'm excited for that. But now overall, Brett, he seems to be on a good lap at the moment. Don't know where to put him. Going around into the final sector, I don't know any of the corners. But I like to call that. I like though this section of corners, the Verstappen corners. Because in 2017, you know what happened. Right,
pretty similar first sector. In the second sector, he goes only like 3 tenths quicker in the final sector. Yep.
Jamie Morris
didn't really improve.
Jamie Morris preparing for a lap.
Yeah. Didn't improve by a lot, it seemed, looking at his previous time. Then again, that was actually invalidated, that's why.
Yeah, so here you go, Jamie Morris onto his lap.
Zach, no, he didn't. It looked like he ran out of fuel there. He didn't. Maybe just preparing for a lap, trying to get the ERS battery full.
You keep an eye on other people. I'm gonna
for his final lap.
It's not a bad lap he's hooking up at the moment. It looks stable, to say the least. There's not one why there keeps it in track limits.
Coming into the hairpin, takes quite a bit of the inside curve there.
And also, I think this is where we're going to see
in time.
in the race. This is where we'll see majority of the overtaking, in my opinion.
Yep.
As Jamie Morris now coming to the end of this middle sector. It's a good middle sector. Let's just watch the last sector now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's had any mistakes in this lap. A little bit off on the entry to that corner. Maybe he could have cleaned that up a little bit, but he's continuing, of course.
Not gonna get
keeps it within track limits there. Round the final corner, pretty tidy, and he turns there. Very interesting, but he goes third.
Pass out the super soft one. It says Eric around the final corner. He goes fast. He goes faster. I won 130.
And he retires.
And he is done, but is the man in second, Brandon.
And so does Brett.
He's left it late to come out. I mean, on Brandon, he'll get there in time.
Yeah, he will be able to set a lap.
I mean, I mean, he only came out like.
So he's just trying to get the best track possible at the very end of the
He can't slow down too much,
qualifying
otherwise he'll miss it. He can't slow down too much, otherwise he'll miss it. I think he'll make it, but if he slows down too much, he'll miss it.
Yeah. Yellow flags in sector 2 once
CPI
again.
CPI still fastest. No, not fastest. I keep on saying that. Third.
And that time was set on the supers, so he's the best out of the super soft runners, and his advantage is quite significant to the next best on supers of Jamie. 5/10 advantage there, so very good luck on him.
I'm gonna watch Brandon do as well.
Yeah, he will have enough time to make it. Around the final corner, and he does have enough time by 10 seconds, so he times that pretty well.
Yes. Into turn one.
Into the first corner, hits the apex very nicely there, gets a good exit as well.
He needs at least he needs to improve by 4/10. And guys, it looks very
in the
up.
first sector, he does improve by a little over half a tenth.
If you want to keep an eye out for everyone else, oh wait.
Yeah, I can keep an eye on this, and then you can stay on board.
Third fastest by 1,000. I no, Silas beat someone goes fastest. Here comes one now. Just watch out for midnight. I want to see where he goes compared to the two breaks.
And it's in the second sector, he goes over a tenth quicker, so he's up.
Midnight
about,
goes 6.
A tenth and a half, roughly.
Midnight 6, but still right on board of Brandon. Oh, I missed it. Westy, second. Here comes Brandon now.
Coming around the final corner now.
Will this be enough?
Doesn't look like it's going to be enough. He improves to second place, but no, it's not enough.
That is qualifying. Oh,
But
Johnny.
it does put him.
Wow.
It does, that lap from Brandon does put him on the inside line for turn 1. So he will, if he's not cut off and the person first doesn't cover that, he could send it down the inside for the race lead, like we've seen Raikkonen do in 2018 in the real race.
On down for the F2 grid and Cwc. Eric on pole, Brandon Glover in second, Westy third, then the rest of the field when we were setting up on supers. Silas, Legende, Midnight, Sport, excuse me, Morris, Brett, Sweeney, all getting pushed down heavily from their other positions. S-Boy, Mercedes, Jory, and then Will rounding out your grid. I didn't realise that Jamie, Brett, and Sweeney's got pushed down a lot.
Yeah. Jamie was in
P4 at one point.
Yeah, P4 at the start, and then he said a faster time to stay P4 on the supers, and he got pushed down to 8th.
It's not rain, but it is very overcast. Well, wonder will we see some rain.
Just waiting for people to sort out the strategies right now.
Yep. The last time I raced around Color, I actually won. Well, so yeah, the formation. Let's just give you a rundown of tires everyone's starting on. So we have top 3 in orders, and then everyone on supers apart from ZR Mercedes. I thought everyone outside top 10 and more people than one would have went soft spot. We only have, excuse me. Yeah, we only have one outside top 10 going on that soft tire.
Yeah, and we also have CS in 4th. Theoretically, he's on that strategy because he won't have to worry about tire wear as much as the top 3 guys, starting on the super softs, of course.
Exactly, but Brandon, I know he's one of the best drivers. He's one of the best drivers I know when it comes to tires. So. He can do ultras to supers around here if he wants to. He doesn't need the softs at all around here. That's how good he is on tire work. I wonder, will we see rain? It is very overcast.
Oh jeez. Yeah, it is pretty overcast at this point. Pretty gloomy. Doesn't look like there's any doesn't look like the clouds open up in any parts, so it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better. So yeah, could definitely see some rain.
Yeah, one that all surprised me. What time is it open? Over there, line nothing. Over there. Instagram page, I have a very bad camera angle. Here we go. 5 lights. Here in Coda. And it's lights out and away we go for the US Grand Prix. Everything to get a good start going into turn 1. I don't think he'll be challenged by Brandon, but Brandon looks for a move Eric cuts the corner, and now Westy gets
Westy
ahead.
goes around the outside, and CS is on the inside now.
Oh,
Brandon loses 2 positions at the start.
Contact behind Jamie Morris, the big loser.
Yeah, down in 14th now, up to 13th straight away, but yeah.
Jamie and
losing
Brett
a
are
lot from starting 8th.
Brandon down the
He would have
4th,
been
I didn't
hoping
expect
to
that.
gain positions off the start, but now he's down in 13th and he will not be happy with that.
Oh! He was that. I knew that was. I saw a car.
And Brandon Glover's down to 8th now. It's the Toro Rosso of Zach Sweeney's. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I didn't see properly, but he got swerved straight into the wall.
Probably
Brandon down to 7th.
Probably decent.
And being under pressure from S-Boy as well. He could be down to 8th here if he's not able to keep on the inside, but he should have that move done at least. So yeah, first lap starting 2nd, down to 7th.
Yeah, as that's not good because he has the 2 marks. I mean, they're still gaining points, but not gaining much to Williams and their constructors. They need to take advantage of this going into next week's final round on the floodlights in Abu Dhabi. As we have 4 people into the pits. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, quite a few people into the pits in this first lap with front wing changes.
Sreenis, what happened? Because you don't seem to be happy in the chat. What happened? I mean, all me and Kevin know from up here is that you probably got decent knowing this game, and that's why I.
I didn't see it properly. I was spectating Brandon Glover at the time, and it just, from what I saw, he just kind of swerved left straight into the wall. But I don't think that would have been by his choice. So he must have got desync, or maybe someone was on his inside and flipped his rear left or something.
Up the inside. Will we get the move on the Ferrari? Yes, he will.
Yeah, he will have to start making progress quickly to these guys as well. Because if he doesn't, then the top guys will start pulling away, and his chances of winning this race will get smaller and smaller.
Yep. I think Zedar Mercedes 7th on the soft. That's exactly what he needed. Oh, as you have Wesley going very wide. Silas could have him. Here he comes.
Yeah, he's on. He's gonna probably dive to the inside. He does, and he gets that move up into 2nd. But this allows Eric to get out of DRS range now. 1.2 seconds to gap to 1st place. So Eric doing a good job just staying out of trouble, staying away from the fights, and he's 1.4 seconds of the gap, so he's not under pressure for DRS.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't see this. Wesley is
and it's exactly what he would need as well on those ultra softs, because he doesn't need to be fighting, because he wants to take these tires longer than normal.
Yeah, Brandon Glover, he wants to get this move done, obviously, to help him and his team in that constructors fight, as his teammates currently out of the points.
He's not able to take get a move done inside right now, but he could have a look. It's a very popular place to make a move, but he doesn't. So he sits behind for now. If he gets a good run here, maybe. I just need to ask,
can everyone in chat stop spamming it, please? Exactly, I understand you're unhappy, but just don't complain in the chat, as there is someone in.
And Westy pits as well.
Westy is in, that is early.
From 3rd place.
Will Brandon go for a move?
He's not getting wing change, so he legitimately just decided to stop. I'm not sure if his tires were overheated, maybe.
Bud is long wing, and that is ruining his point chances, and Brett is out.
Yeah, Brett out after making a pit stop as well. So from bad to worse, really, for Brett at this moment.
Yep. As we have Brandon right on the back of. Like I said, he needs this move. He needs to chase down them winners. I think
yeah,
he
he'll
will
have DRS. The Williams doesn't get DRS. Midnight doesn't. No DRS from in front, so Brandon is at a significant advantage. He goes down the inside, places the car well. He could even switch back on Midnight on Brandon. He doesn't, and it seems like he has that move up into fourth, so making good progress from a start that was less than optimal.
Very bad start, must be said.
And now he'll be chasing down Legende for third place.
That gap
who's
between
on
the
those
leaders
super
has
soft tires.
closed. That gap between the leaders has closed. It is now within 1 second. I mean, it was just over a second now, but it was. So that means Silas does get the DRS, and that is going to help him just to keep with McLaren.
Very bad camera angle right now for these top guys getting front wings. Hope they fix that for the new game. I mean, it seems like we talk about it all the time.
Oh, Silas time penalty.
It does need to be fixed. Yeah, CS in second. That's only gonna help Eric at the front, knowing if he does know that he has a time penalty, he can maybe relax a little bit. Hopes that CS maybe has a fight with Legende. Yeah, she might be able to relax a little bit more knowing that he's a penalty at this moment.
Brett wants to come help with comms. Sure. I don't know if Buja is okay with this, but Brett, okay, I'll invite you. Just stay on your other account. I'll invite you on that one. Okay, sorry about this, guys, but anything nice. Okay, Brett, you should have an invitation to the party. Back to the race in action. Kevin, you with me?
Yep. Brandon seems to be closing on Legende. Just want to point that out. He seems a very, very good pace on these ultras compared to Eric, who's in first. He's not really pulling away from CS. His gap staying the same, more or less.
Yes, it is indeed.
Advantage of these ultras because they maybe next lap or the lap after.
Yup, definitely.
So maybe not taking it as much advantage as he could have at the start.
Only. Brett, which account do I invite you on? Do I invite you on your own account, or do I invite you on your other account? Let me know. Silas has now closed that gap up to Eric.
Yo.
Hello.
Alright, I'm here, doing that. Let's go. What are we concentrating on? Lead? Or...
Yes, lead, yes.
Mostly on the lead, yeah, mainly Brandon Glover, who's closing up to Legende at this point, recovering from that bad start, of course.
Well, CBO Silas though. Him and Eric are getting closer. I think Eric's probably struggling on tires.
Yeah, his tires probably going off. CS should be able to start taking advantage of his supers right now.
Yep.
So strategy
right in the back
is really going to start coming into play at this point.
Yes, so Silas is on the back of.
Salama. on the ultras, but they will, as you've just said, will be going off
Yeah.
the cliff at the moment.
And Brandon is gaining, but our focus is to this lead battle between Eric and
Yeah.
oh god, excuse me, Eric
And
and
you-
Silas. They're doing
You
that
would
one.
expect CS with some DRS assistance. He's going to be on the outside right now. He doesn't get it done before the corner, so he's going to have to fight for
Defending by
this.
Eric. Oh,
He's getting
Gets
ran off
pushed
the
off the
track.
track a little
They're gonna
bit,
use it to
maybe.
his advantage.
Still
Back down
down
the
the
inside of the
inside
line.
he goes.
Switch
Back
back.
to switch back from Eric.
my. Very close between the two
Some side
meters.
pod.
Oh, Silas.
And
back end.
CS on the inside, he should get that move done. And he
As
does
Silas
open to first place. He goes very close still though.
Very good battle.
Eric could take advantage of some DRS on the start from the straight. And he'll
Also
need to as
Brandon.
well with those probably more
Warren
than
Alters.
yeah, very bad ultras
If he
at this
wants a
point, so he's
chance-
gonna have to.
Of this one stop here, he can pit lap 10 here, and he can
Yeah,
do
as
the one
Brandon
stop.
is on the back of LRM with Jenny. Is he close enough to make a move? No, he is not.
Yeah, it seems that Brandon's done a better job on his tires than Eric has, because Eric seems to be falling off
Oh, is
significantly
Brandon getting very
through
close
this
to the back of the agenda?
S section.
Agenda
Gap
struggling, but just trying to
7/10
hold.
right now.
Just gonna try and hold Brandon behind, knowing that he is on them tires.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
this point,
and
I mean,
both of these guys are pretty. No, it was CS that had the time penalties. So CS and Brandon with 3-second time penalty at the moment. So if Eric knows that, he
Here
should
comes Brandon.
maybe just stick in the slipstream, not
Here
fight
comes
him.
Brandon, lads.
Like
Brandon
keep
down
the
the
tires in
inside.
check.
is Legend in a proper fight? Looks like not. Gonna sit behind them now. Brandon has better pace, so maybe just gonna tuck him behind them. Get this pull
Yep.
up.
We do see dives into this corner. Oh, he gets very close to the back of the box. As Eric is staying with Silas, but he just can't get close enough because of them one ultras.
Oh, sorry, almost going off track there. Losing the back end for that corner.
Okay. As we have S Point, Mercedes and Midnight in that battle.
If Silas battles enough with Eric here, or doesn't get away too much, you could see this other kind of pack coming in of S-Boy and Mercedes and Midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course you're talking about rain at the start. Doesn't look like a day that would stay dry all day.
No.
Pretty gloomy. Could see some rain at the end as well.
Brett, do you know what the
Midnight
weather
being very
prediction is?
aggressive with his wheel.
Brett, do
Car
you know
not
what
reacting too well with that weight transfer.
the...
Ed, I know what the weather is. It's full clear.
Okay. As I'm sure, I've mentioned this quite a few times, but Brandon and Spud will be hoping Mercedes can get this move done, because for constructors wise, they need to gain every point they can as they're behind. But here comes ZR
Yeah, we have
Mercedes.
Mercedes on the back of Midnight with DRS assistance. He's very close. He could
Up
go
the
for the
inside,
dive.
he looks for it, but
He has a
not close
look. He
enough.
actually leaves space, expecting him to dive it down the inside, so he gets a run on them.
Oh,
The
Mercedes very
Ferrari
close.
Mercedes trying.
Looking for it around the outside. Will we see a dive into
Big
this
dive to the
corner? We do
inside,
see a
yes, we
dive.
will.
Yes, we will. Oh,
Small
it's
side
very...
pod contact there.
That is clean racing from the two of them, though.
And all this is doing really is losing them time to Legendi. Really, they should be
As
catching up to
S-Boy
these-
sends around the outside,
Oh my.
but no room to be allowed there.
At the final corner, maybe.
That was risky.
As Eric
As
comes...
Mercedes goes deep.
Has a look down
Eric
the
Peel-
inside.
Eric Peel's
They're
loose.
both gonna have DRS, so it's gonna be
It's a drag
pretty
race.
equal at the moment.
Yeah. As Eric is into the pits now.
S-Boy not gonna
You
go
would
for that.
expect him to dive, but he breaks very late. He's gonna have a run on him at the exit, maybe, but no.
No.
Not to be there.
As Eric has
So
come
Salama
into the
comes
pits
into
now.
it. Wait, so do you call him Eric or Salama?
Eric.
Eric, right. Okay. I just call him Eric. Yeah, so my race was a mare. Turn 2, Jamie squeezed, I think it was a Force India, and they spun round. Or no, it was a Mercedes actually.
Would you know anything about why Zach retired?
I think he gets spun out by a Force India. I want to say.
Here
So you
comes,
said, like, would
here
it
comes
have
the
been...
Ferrari Mercedes up the inside. He's closer this time, and he's nearly has the move, but he just can't get it. He's gonna dive it up the inside.
Yeah, brakes very late on the brakes there.
It's a good
Mercedes,
move.
the Williams, sorry, will be on the outside, but he's not
boy.
gonna
back though.
be able to.
Gonna get the superior grip, but misses out on it.
As Mercedes on them soft tires, this could be a podium.
As the Renault almost hits into the back of the Williams, getting a really good run out there again. Round the outside, can he get it this time?
Oh, he's
And he
he's
gets
even
the rims
closer.
here, and the Williams.
And it's hard to find a corner, maybe.
Yes,
And there's the yellow flag. I don't
Sector
know.
2.
Brandon is
the
in.
Renault's gonna
Brandon is in.
benefit from a little bit
both
of a
have
tow from
DRS.
Mercedes, but they're still side by side.
Midnight just trying
Williams
to.
late on the brakes, kind of could squeeze him out,
Still
maybe, but
holding
he's
it.
still there.
Oh,
These two don't wanna
not
do
to
it
the S
because-
section, not to the S section, please. They're still going side by side. Oh my
Nearly.
god.
In
Barely
a
any
position
room
to
there.
spin there, nearly.
Yep. As Brandon did
They
feel
don't
like a
want to
bit.
let. Go.
Yeah, they
go.
can't let Mercedes get away because Mercedes is closing on Legend, and I think if
Brandon
they weren't
on the
fighting so much,
supers.
they would be closer to the Ferrari and they'd maybe be in this battle for third.
Especially when he's on the soft tires here, you'll be going longer
And
than these guys and overall being
Brandon
a bit.
Pitt, I think we missed it. Brandon Pitt
he did.
last lap.
As he's
Sector
forcing him
3.
out.
On to supers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to hit it into the end. Should be.
I mean, I
No,
know
I thought
Brandon
Ultra's gonna
well.
go.
He should be able to,
Yeah.
because Brandon's tire wear is ridiculous.
He was talking about it when I was in the party. That's his strategy. So. This boy just sticking in the back of Midnight here. Well, I think both of them have calmed down to try and catch Mercedes here.
He was right on the back of the agenda.
Silas is running away from it now though.
Here it comes.
Legendi
He
pops
must
into
be
pits as well.
pitting. Yeah, he does pit
The
Legend.
two super sophomores into the pits. Keep your eye on this battle. And what people
I
coming
want to
into
keep
the
my
pits?
eye on S-Boy actually
And he
right
gets
now.
out just about.
Where's Silas
Legend
compared
still
to
wants go in
Eric?
his pit box, but yeah. Nearly gets held up by Legend, but doesn't. Just
So
about.
can S-Boy
Silas
get the
and
overcut
Brandon.
here?
I think
Oh.
Silas has jumped
Yeah, so
Brandon.
on the inside, they both have 3-second time penalty, so it is for track position.
Oh,
Silas
these
to
two
that safe
racing.
option on the softs. This is not
And
what Brandon
at this-
will want.
I think,
It's been on
as-
super softs.
by the way, that
Brandon with another time penalty.
CS should maybe let Brandon go and use his tyres up, and then he sticks in the slipstream because his softs will come into play at the end because he'll have better tyre wear. So I think that he should let him through.
Then again, you want his tires to wear out as much as possible, so keeping him behind probably would help. Silas has the pace here, and these two know
Here
that if they're
comes-
going to battle, they need to
here
get it
comes
over, done
Brandon.
with, and Brandon. I think it's going to be quite a simple move, and it will be. Before they break into them.
Yep. As
Silas
Brandon,
almost plows into the back of them.
Brandon did get another time penalty. This one, near 6 seconds.
He's got to get the push on now. I mean, Eric will not give up that position as easy as Silas did, though.
No. Oh, no, no,
I
no.
want to fight it. As S-Boy's in the pit, so let's look at S-Boy and who was the picking again? Midnight, and see where they pop out. Eric's gonna get by. S-Boy is now in the pits, changing, no front wing change, so no damage. And there he goes. Midnight just exiting the final corner, going up the straight.
It will be close.
It's gonna be quite close actually.
No, Midnight hasn't.
No, the William is getting quite a lot actually there. It's not what S-Boy wanted there.
No, it is
Yeah,
not.
and if Mercedes were to pit on this lap, he should come out just in front of S-Boy in 8th place, but it would be very close between them. Then again, he's on those softs, so he might want to.
He'll be able to take a soft
maybe be
around
thinking
19
about
laps.
pitting though, because he can take supers to the end. It is possible.
But he might want to go to. He might
From
want to
now,
go
it's
to.
easy.
He might want to go to the ultra. He might want to go to ultras.
Yeah, if he takes it to lap 18, ultra's easy, but
Yeah, but staying out on these softs, he will be losing time to everyone who's gonna be wanting that. So
the
I think
softs
he
won't
might
be
want to
off yet though.
think about pitting.
Softs will go out around lap 15.
Yeah,
that's
but
when he'll
what I'm
start losing
saying is
time.
he still will be losing time because of course he's been on his tires for 12 laps. Everyone else behind him is pit onto fresh sets. So the longer he stays out, the lower down the grid he's gonna come out. So
Yeah,
Sector 3, Sector 2, any crashes?
That's Jamie Morris. Out of fuel with
yeah,
it?
he's got a puncture.
Oh, puncture.
Oh my,
Jamie
every
with
time.
puncture, rear left puncture it looks like.
Can we get a camera angle on it here?
Yeah, that is a real left puncture, I think.
Yeah, that is a rear left.
It's really hard to see.
Very odd because he's only been on those tires for 11 laps.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe hit over a bit of debris or something, got that unlucky thing that they have in the game. I do hope they make that more prominent in the new game.
I
so
see
it can
it's staying or Brandon.
So that's Jamie lost positions to Spud. But Jamie's
No, he
staying out.
he didn't have a puncture.
Maybe just weighing
he
up?
might have. No, the yellow flags might have been for Spud. Maybe Jamie dived it down the inside or something and he
No,
felt
it
bad
wasn't.
about it. And then he let him through.
Yeah, look,
Let him
because
back through,
Jamie
maybe.
isn't.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
think
just
so.
wants to fight him. Because Jamie had like a gap, I'm sure, to Spud, quite a big gap. Maybe he just wants to fight, knows his
Yeah, he
races. Not moving.
As Westy now is holding up Eric and Brandon and Silas are catching.
We have a battle for 8th place between S-Boy and Jari.
As Westy comes in the pits.
Very close together at the moment.
So looks like Westy's actually on a 2-stop, so maybe getting an incident near the start of the race. And he'll be looking to maybe just get that top 7 position at the moment.
Brandon actually falling back from Eric right now.
No, he's
And
not.
Yeah,
that's
maybe just
really
saving
not what he
tires.
wants because he's gonna want to take advantage of those super softs while he can.
He's gaining time on. Actually.
Yeah, this flap he has. That's 6
Oh
times
no, sorry,
down.
I was thinking of CS. I thought that he was ahead of Eric. I
Oh.
mixed that up.
Jamie with a 3-second penalty, so maybe it's just fighting Spud here.
I mean, what if he does get
Because it looks
past
like we
Eric?
actually have Midnight on Legendi here, closing up to the back of him on the straight. No DRS for Legendi, DRS for Midnight. Can he do
Can he
anything?
go for the move?
No, he can't.
Sensible from him.
Keeping it calm, he knows he has the pace. Might as well use it. Don't even lose any front wing from the move because, I mean, it happens to everybody at one point, and it's the most annoying thing ever.
Tell me about it.
I expect I got another insane start, and then, well, yeah, half my wing got taken off.
That's fun.
And then that's yeah, I saw that because you paid for a new front wing.
And then
yeah, what was the reason that you got you had to
front wing?
retire?
Oh, basically, Spud got desync right with me, and there was a huge gap between us both. And then he spun round, hit into me. I got front wing damage, and he went into the wall. So then I just gave up because I was fed up at that point because I was annoyed after the incident with Jamie. So.
Yeah, because having to make 2 pit stops before you would have even scheduled your
one.
first stop.
There,
normally,
here's,
so yeah.
here's Brandon right out the back of the McLaren of Eric.
he'll be able to get the move done quite easily in a straight, looks like. But keeping it medium.
No, he's in overtake actually. Your game is glitched.
Oh, it says medium for me.
Yeah, well, your game's glitched as Eric is
Yeah,
defending.
he's in overtake.
Oh, they're close.
On the
Is everybody on medium?
outside,
Everybody's on medium.
keeps the car there.
Brandon trying to keep it. That will definitely be a warning for Brandon.
Yeah, I was
He's
thinking.
looking for
Down the inside, he
wing
hits him.
damage.
That's some strong wing damage there.
That
And
has
that's
to.
just allowing Sellers to get involved round the
Who-
outside of Eric and
I think
Welpy.
the wing damage is
He's
for
gonna
Eric,
try
I
it.
think.
No, it's Brandon. It was Brandon.
Oh, Brandon
No,
has
it doesn't
Definitely.
look like he has any wing damage. And if he does, then it's
He's
probably the
missing an
lime
end plate.
green version because it doesn't look like
Okay.
I don't see any wing damage on my screen.
So
He does.
Brandon is
If
missing
you
an
look-
endpoint.
I think if you look in the TV cam,
the
you
right
can
or
see
left?
one of his right and
Oh, it's
left
Eric
for us.
diving
Anyway.
anyway.
it back up the inside.
Eric down the inside.
Can't
I mean,
keep
Brandon
it calm,
losing a lot of
these
time at
two.
the moment,
Oh my
squeezing
God.
Eric out. But Eric gonna
Eric.
hold it side by side
No,
between the Mer
still
and
has
the
to be careful.
McLaren.
Here comes Silas round the outside. No, we cannot make this work.
That's just holding them up and allowing Legende to catch up at this point. Celis is really wanting this overtake done on Eric now, and he doesn't want to let Brandon get too far away from him.
Eric, don't defend
That's
here,
it.
and Silas shouldn't go for the
Oh!
move. He's gone for it. That's a
Very
very
late
That
move
was
down the inside,
sketchy.
late on the brakes.
as Eric has
Very
been
sketchy
pushed
from the
off.
CPI driver.
Yes, but anyway,
In
here
a little
comes
desync there, it could just come
Eric
out, but
coming
Eric,
again, going back at him. They should let Brandon get away, but at the moment they don't really care.
Leroy.
Mm.
as Celis goes a bit
See,
deep,
goes
it's more
deep and
contact.
allows
More
Eric
than
to
that's
get side by
carbon
side with him
fiber.
on the
Right,
outside
that's
now.
more. There's more
Maybe
carbon
going
They're
for
fiber.
a
rubbing another
switch
tire.
back, but no, he squeezes him out there.
There was more wing damage
Would he go
there.
for a dive
Oh!
like we've seen so many times this race and he gets the move done?
Being a bit
Oh,
dangerous.
another more
Oh,
wing damage.
Wing damage for...
Oh my
he pushes
God.
him wide there.
that's what Eric being a
He
bit
hits
dirty
him.
looks like. Down the
No,
inside,
he
Celis,
hits down
yep.
the inside and he gets more wing
Hang
damage.
on,
So
this is
Brandon-
perfect for. Oh my.
Yeah.
Legende, you have to say Legende's favourite
is
to win
not-
this race now. As Mercedes has pitted, we have missed that. Eric
Yeah,
has returned.
Eric gives up there.
There is nothing wrong with Celis's positioning there at all, to be honest.
No, it's midnight
This
up
Eric-
the inside of Legende.
Legende,
And Eric
speaking of him
needs-
being in a race possession win, but maybe not as midnight, gets the almost got the overtake as LRL.
And this puts Brandon
defended.
in the lead with CS behind, who also has a penalty.
No, Silas gets.
And then
Silas
the
gets
next
another
person
one.
down is Agenda, who's he has the 3-second gap too, over a 3-second gap too. So,
So did after
Brandon
all that,
in a net lead right now.
was
No,
it
yeah,
only
Brandon.
Eric they got from wing damage out of that? Because that's what it looked like.
Oh no, I think Brandon
But
got
then-
some midnight on Legende.
But Brandon, if I look at another cam here, I'm sure he does have an end plate missing. Yes,
Here
he does.
comes. It goes midnight on Legende. He gets the move there, an easy move, but he doesn't. He seems to have low fuel.
If you look at Brandon's car and then you look at
What's happened?
the
The Westy and Jor battling out.
if you look at the left side of his wing for us, it's missing that kind of bit that is attached to the wall of the wing.
Yeah.
So it looks like he is missing some front wing. And as you can't see, because Celis is really gaining on him.
Yeah, but
So
maybe-
CS should have wing damage as well though.
No,
From the
I think it
fight,
was just
no?
Eric, to be honest. I mean, I'm looking at his wing
Yeah,
carefully here.
Legende
And
has,
I
Legende has 2 penalties. Brandon and Silas have 2, and Midnight has 1. So at the moment, I
Midnight
would say
could
Silas.
get the win here. I would say Celis for the win here. Midnight might be able to defend this from Legendes. Legendes losing a bit.
I
Let's
think
get back up
Brandon
there.
would have pulled away. and
Actually-
won, I think.
I'm gonna put something out here. I think Mercedes might actually get the win here on new Ultra Softs. His pace will be amazing at the moment, and especially if he's only a few seconds behind this battle here, he should be gaining tons.
And he has no time penalties. So this could work in Mercedes' favour.
got used to with each other, it'd be quite good.
Yeah, at the moment, no overtakes being made. At the front, the top four are very close to each other, but not close enough to make a move. All pretty evenly spaced out.
Midnight pushing that Williams
Midnight
to
is
try
in
and
the
fight
position
Silas
to
here.
win. Midnight is in a position to win this race. Mercedes.
Look at that gap.
I would say Brandon right now.
Nah,
Look
not,
at the gap that Mercedes had last lap. It's now went down to 2.6, and I'm sure it was at 3.5 last lap. So gaining around a second a lap is big.
Good to see
You've
Mercedes.
yellow flags in sector 3, by the way. It's
Jamie.
for Jari.
Oh,
Midnight,
in the
Jeez,
pits.
I don't know what's wrong with this car there.
Midnight, another time penalty. So this puts
very-
actually. No, this
Um,
puts. Hang on, let me just get
High
the
tire temps.
gap to leader up. Yes, at the
As
moment Mercedes.
Midnight gets a good run on Silas down the inside, and the Williams. Can the Ferrari defend? No, but he's going to go for the switchback, get the better run, straight up the car, maximum power. Here
Doesn't
he
get-
goes on the
doesn't get
straight.
DRS
No
though.
DRS though.
So when he pulls
They
out the
can't
switch,
get it still.
we get it.
He's
Gonna
be
try
looking
running
at
chance
the
it. No, he's not gonna have it.
outside.
Oh,
Maybe
big
he's
dive!
just
Gone
to the
for a
inside.
big
Very
dive.
big dive bomb there.
Surprising Midnight
Goes
there,
side
but
by
this is
side
not
now on the
helping.
outside. He
You're letting
sticks
Glover
to the
by.
outside.
Are we letting Glover go?
But
Battling
again,
is not
can I
helping
do-
these
can I
guys.
just point out something? Mercedes is in the position to win this race. Do I just?
That's what I'm saying. Look at the amount he's gaining on these guys, it's insane, especially with his
Exactly.
2-lap old tires, 3-lap old tires now. Like, he's in for it to win this race. He just needs to get through this train with no wing damage and he'll win it. As Silas gets another time penalty, so he is, I think, out for this race win now.
So Mercedes only 1.3.
Let's look at Midnight on Brandon now.
Yes.
On a lot of pressure here.
On
They're
this
trying to
battle is
slipstream it
just
up.
helping Mercedes.
So Silas losing time there.
If as long as they get another time on, that's sure he puts him out of the equation.
Is he
But
trying to
again-
push that car up, Mercedes?
In the constructors' battle, Merc can't be losing any more points.
And he
As
goes down the
Midnight-
inside,
As
gets
Midnight
along,
down
and
the inside.
he kind of looks like Brandon let him through there, maybe trying
Maybe
to get DRS.
He doesn't get it
Will he
though.
get it?
No,
No.
it is Midnight. As yeah, Mercedes. I think he
He
pretty much has
defends to the inside, so Brandon will be forced to go on his outside if he wants to get this overtake.
And he's gonna go
he's
for it
driving
as
He goes
it.
back,
Midnight.
dives it down the inside, he gets the move done. He goes.
Midnight maybe just looking behind him a bit too much there. And now he's on pressure from Silas. And just look at the Ferrari of ZR Mercedes getting on the back of these guys a bit too much. As
I like-
Westy and S-Boys, Westy down the inside in the Force India. Small contact between them, but them super softs are going to have that overall grip and it's going to be easy move from Westy.
Yep.
But Mercedes now
Brandon
4 times
White,
getting
yeah,
held up by
here
these guys
is
now.
Mercedes season.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, all you could put a blanket over them nearly, they're so close.
And Mercedes trying to just
You
try and
need a long blanket.
Here comes Midnight,
Midnight down the inside
Then
into
the
turn 1
inside.
here. The Williams
and he gets it.
doing well. Voice crack. Woohoo, let's go.
But
Silas now on the back of Brandon.
Mercedes
Brandon
is
needs to
in the
keep Silas bound.
If Mercedes knows about time penalties, he knows just keep with these guys. You're probably not going to lose any time to them, so keep with them. You're winning this race.
Yeah, Mercedes only has one warning throughout this whole race.
Well done then. That
Yeah,
is
boy.
very tricky to do around here.
He could start making some moves. First of all, on the silver for Jenny now.
Yeah, very smart to wait for the straight because he's gonna get a better exit. He's on the better tire, 2 steps softer. At the moment, he'll
But-
get DRS. He's in overtake. He has lots of battery to use.
I don't think
Seems a
he'll get
bit
the
too far
move.
back at the moment,
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
Bit
they're
too far
bit
back.
too far back. As you
But
know,
I think Westy's catching now.
yeah, we could see Westy on the back of this train. But I think he has like 12 seconds of time penalties. I don't know though. So. Oh, as Mercedes
I
looking
can
for the
see- I
move.
can have
Silas up the inside of Brandon, and he's made that move stick. So he is now up to
Now
second
Legend in the back,
place.
both of them gonna get a bad run here, but Mercedes gonna keep it quiet.
Westy has 6
Brandon
seconds of
struggling.
penalties.
Mercedes round the outside, maybe. Yes,
Brad-
it will be. Brandon
what
gives the
an
room.
overtake. Brandon is
Mercedes-
in.
Yeah.
Brandon is into the pits. That is very good news for Midnight in their constructors fight. I believe this could just wrap it up with the way things are going.
Oh,
Then again,
you got
Midnight's
wing
getting away.
damage. That's why you pit. It looks like, or maybe you
No,
got
that's
wing
what I
damage
was
earlier.
saying.
But
He did get wing damage from
okay, yeah, I was looking at penalties there, so I didn't see that.
And we could see Mercedes just run away with us.
I don't know what just happened there.
No, that's what I was talking about
Brandon's
earlier. The
car's kind of glitched. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. That's
Brandon
the
had
pit
wing
lane
damage
glitch,
for,
the
like,
spectator
laps.
pit lane thing.
Here comes
Yeah, down to
look-
7th.
here comes
Look at Westy
Mercedes.
catching here.
Here comes Mercedes up the inside.
Down the
now.
inside.
There you
It's
go.
weird to say Mercedes when he's in a Ferrari.
Yeah, it is very
Yeah,
weird.
we were talking about that before the race as well.
But look at the gap that Westy has put down there, and it's shrunk it down to like by 1 second there. Well, that shaved 1 second off the gap there.
Yes, he
So he needs to
has.
try and keep it up.
Westy is definitely catching on this top pack, by the way. He's caught up, I'd say, roughly like 5/10 to a second, I'd say, in the last lap.
I say if Mercedes wants to win this here, he just needs to get past Sillis, and then get on the back of Midnight and not let him go.
Yes, he's looking for a move on his
That's-
teammate. I hope.
Will Sillis play for team here? Constructor points maybe?
Yep,
Yeah,
Yes, he will.
smart
Yep.
by him.
very standard. Let it through.
Good
Very
tactics from-
standard.
And now
Very standard
Mercedes
by
going to
Fer-
be able to chase down Midnight for this race win, which
Very
I think,
standard for
as of right
Ferrari.
now, he already has on penalties.
Yeah, by 6 seconds as well.
But these ultras will be going off soon, if not now.
Just, yeah, I'll check penalties for everyone right now.
If you want to get in that curb too much, you can spin. It's one of the auto spin curbs around here. I'm just gonna say that Ferrari looks stunning round this track, as always.
CS has 9 seconds of penalties, Midnight has 6, and Mercedes, of course, has 0.
Okay, yeah, Mercedes won this if he doesn't let him go. Which I think he's actually gaining on Midnight. But now,
Yes, yes.
As for Legende,
I just say Mercedes has come from 13th, from 12th on the
Legende
grid.
also has 9 seconds of penalties.
Mercedes has started 12th
So
on the grid
it
and he's in a
looks
position
like
to win
Ferrari
this
have
race.
a double podium in this position right now.
Jamie
a
Moore.
as you have
1-3,
Jamie
it
and
would be in this
Spud,
position.
I'm gonna let it swap over.
And I think Mercedes is within DRS range.
Yeah, that's a lot. Maybe Midnight making a mistake on that final sector.
He just missed out on it. He's in a second now.
Legende
Isaiah, can I
on the
just
back of CS,
You can just see
not
the
quite
difference
close enough. He
of
closes
grip
up a
here.
lot, but not
can I
quite
point
close enough on this occasion.
Can I point out that Mercedes has come up 10 positions in this race? From 12,
Brandon Glover
Got
says
the driver
fastest
there.
lap of the Grand Prix there.
and there's no doubt Mercedes is driving over there.
Trying his hardest to catch Midnight right now.
But he doesn't need to. If he just, as long as he doesn't lose
Keeps in the
five,
DRS.
so as long as he doesn't lose roughly about 5 seconds. So keep it.
But I think this man is one of them guys that would like make the overtake on track because it feels good and it shows you that it was
Yeah,
done.
looking at driver of the day, I think we can all agree that it's Mercedes.
Yes.
Unless
As
someone else.
Legende makes the move round the outside of Sillis. Sillis didn't give much room. But Legende can he do it? No, he'll back out.
Checked on penalties.
Good driving from the pair of them.
Legende has 3, and so does Silas. So they are fighting over the final podium spot here. Keep an eye on that battle. Will Mercedes get Midnight though?
Yeah, I was just saying, before you were commenting over the fight. Mercedes for driver of the day, starting 12th up into second, and then net first place right now.
Will we go for the
Speaking
I
of
don't
the
think
man,
anyone could say anything else.
really
He's
closing
done
in
the
the
job.
job right now.
Here comes Legend. We make the move. No, you won't.
We get 3 laps remaining, boys. Been a good race.
Honest, man.
I reckon if I was in this and I didn't have any of the issues, I think I'd be like top 5 maybe. Maybe.
Oh, S-Boy overtakes Westy, I mean.
I'm surprised these ultrasols like aren't going off yet. Because these ultras should be like off now by tons, but
Yeah.
managing them maybe.
Well, he's only been on them for 8 laps going off. I don't think they'd be
I'm just saying,
completely shot
don't
at this
count
moment.
S-Boy out of the
Let's hear with
podium.
Mercedes.
Don't
Down the
count
outside,
inside
does you have
for the
LRL
race
Legende
lead.
also going round the outside
Yeah.
again? And Mercedes
And
gets
he
it, but
gets
they can't.
involved in the first.
Legende get it. No.
If you
No,
watch,
not this time.
S-Boy can still get on the podium. He gets within 3 seconds of Legende and Silas with all this battling. It's definitely not impossible. We could see S-Boy on the podium.
How's Westy for penalties compared to S-Boy?
S-Boy has 2, and
oh.
I'm pretty sure Westy has quite a few.
Of time penalty, so I don't think he's in a position for anything better than 5th.
No, he could get a 4th. He could get Legende and Silas. Maybe jump up to the podium.
Well, Silas, only, oh, whoopsie daisies, well. I dropped my controller somehow. CS only has 6 seconds time penalties, which is equal to S-Boy, and I'm not sure, does the Gen have 9?
So it looks like Westy has
No.
2 penalties?
Yeah,
Kevin, no.
Legende has
Still
9 seconds of penalties, but the gap is
No,
also
Fina.
over 3
Oh,
seconds.
Westy's struggling on his tyres. Almost spins there. Brandon Glover knows now that he can catch this guy. But Westy just needs to hold it for 2 more
Kevin.
laps. Can he do it?
Kevin, Silas has 9 seconds. Hold on,
Jamie coming
No,
in
he has
pits to
6,
won
I
that
just checked
fastest
it.
lap.
He has 9, Kevin. You didn't kick the full thing.
No, he does have 9. Oops, yeah, he has 9.
Don't
Still
count
though,
S-Boy out of
the
this
gap
podium.
is enough to the point where he won't drop to 5th though.
No, but if these two pack on hammer and
And
tongs,
Legende just about has enough of a gap. If they do fight, might not be the same, but in this position, they're gonna stay where they are.
Midnight doing anything to gain on Mercedes here. Trying to push that car as Mercedes tyres will be off by now. But I think you get a look at Westy, he's struggling the most on his tyres, losing, well, now 6 second gap. And just struggling for all the corners here, almost into the wall. He's going to pit.
The pits!
And he's in the wall.
And he gets a 5-second stop go as well.
And he retires
he
from the
retires.
session. He could have got P7 there. Should have stayed in.
And he's gonna get served even though he's not racing
Oh
anymore.
my, Legende. Not on the
That's
curve.
odd.
I wonder if we'll still have to get this podium. I think he is just out of range to get it, but he is in range to get 4th place. Don't count S-Boy out of this just yet.
Yeah, is it within that 3-second gap now to Legende. The Legende getting that DRS and the toe off Silas, I think it's a done deal between these guys.
Maybe between
Yeah, S-Boy in this position, he will get 4th.
Legende, but not even.
But it's very close though.
It'll be very
He's
close.
like hovering around 3 seconds. He might get it. He might get 4th. I don't think he'll get 3rd, but he might just about get 4th.
No, he won't get 3rd, I don't think, unless there's a massive thing.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on Mercedes at the moment, coming around the corner in basically dominating fashion, coming from P12 to P1.
Well, to take the win.
Very good, celebrating, deserves it. P1 for Mercedes, Midnight Bells behind.
Looking at
S-Boy
S-Boy
gets
going to get
4th
4th.
He
You
ran
should
out of
get
fuel.
this.
Oh, he ran out of fuel at the end.
No, yeah.
Oh no.
He
No,
ran out of
he
fuel, so
coulda
he
got
didn't. He didn't get it.
He could have got it. Oh.
It's cornering out of fuel. That cost me a podium. That cost him 4th.
Decent race at the end there.
Indeed.
So yeah, just waiting on Spud and Jamie to finish.
But
Jamie,
I believe
not a great race from him, finishing where he did. This opening couple of laps weren't great. I'm pretty sure he had to pit on the first lap. So, unlucky race, I think, from Jamie.
Yes, but I believe that wraps the constructors' titles up as well. I believe Williams are now your Cwc F2 constructors champions for season 2. Excuse me, that was my little one. We will give you a rundown of the grid, as I have to hop off straight away after this one stream. So we have Mercedes taking the win from 12th on the grid. Midnight, Silas, Agende, S-Boy, Brandon Glover, flying. Spud and Jamie, and then your retirement are Westy, Jor, Eric, Will, Brett, and Sweeney. So that has been
very good race to end it.
That has been Cwc F2 round 14. I have been joined by Next Aspect, and I've been joined by Brett for the majority of the race. Thank you both for coming, and you should be back to the normal commentary team next week, where the final round under the floodlights of Abu Dhabi. I have been Taser. I've been joined by Aspect and Brett, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening.